there. And we say thank you to you all. We have come out today against stoning and execution. And we are here today because 3 years ago, a young man called Mina Ahadi, the spokeswoman of the International Committee Against Stoning, and he said, "They're going to stone my mother." And Mina Ahadi asked, "What's her name?" And he said, "Sakina Mohammadi Ashtiani." And 3 years ago, the International Committee Against Stoning started working on behalf of Sakina. And today, thousands of people come out all over the world to save her, to support her. Her stoning sentence, after a massive international outcry, has been halted. But note, it has not been listed, and that's why she's still on our list of the 22 people that we know of at the moment who are being stoned to death in Iran.
The statement of protest action of August 28, 2010 by 100 cities around the world against stoning. On August 28, 2010, 100 cities around the world are rising up in protest against the barbaric practice of stoning, as well as to save the life of Sakina Mohammadi Ashtiani in Iran. This day will be recorded in the annals of humanity as a manifestation of the protest during the prior weeks by millions of people across the globe against stoning as the most heinous form of medieval cruelty. It is a disgrace to humanity that at the close of the first decade of the 21st century, stoning is still practiced in Iran and similar Islam-stricken countries. We, the citizens of 100 cities, hereby unequivocally declare that this blot must be removed from the face of humanity immediately and permanently.
I'm from Abolition UK. We're a fairly new UK-based anti-death penalty organisation. We're all volunteer-led. We work a lot on cases in the States where they still have the death penalty in a huge amount of states there, but we also work on and fully support abolition of the death penalty and stoning in countries such as Iran where stoning is still in practice. We find it absolutely shocking that there is stoning in practice today in Iran, and we wholeheartedly support its abolition and the campaign to free Sakina from stoning in Iran and from execution. We encourage anyone who's passing by today to please come and visit the tables here, take some leaflets, sign the petition and join us in our campaign to free Sakina and stop executions.
Very exciting day today because if you imagine that at the same time 111 cities around the world, people like yourself, like-minded, are all gathering to say no to stoning, to say no to barbarity, to say no to reactionary laws. There are people all around the world, like yourself, people who care and don't want another citizen of this world to be stoned to death, another human in this world to be put in a hole and be stoned, tortured to death. This is a very, very exciting moment for us because we know the people of the world care. That's why people of the world are coming together in 111 cities today to say no. It's not only that we're trying to stop one person, we're trying to stop stoning everywhere in the world. We're trying to stop execution. We're trying to stop any kind of inhumanity. It's up to us, people of the world. Believe me, this government, this Western government, had known that stoning has been going on for 30 years in Iran. They have turned the blind eye until today. If Sarkozy and other Western governments are showing any sign of humanity today, it's because of us people, because of you, because of Iranian
we as Iran Solidarity been in Trafalgar Square every Saturday, 2 to 4. I personally been here for 80 times to raise the people, the voice of people in Iran. Everybody in the world knows what's going on in Iran. It's not just about the stoning, it's many things in Iran. There is no freedom.
Not the rich men didn't know for sure, because they had a lot of wives, whether the child born to their wife was from them or not. And this is why they came down heavily on adultery. It was a question of protecting their property. And then they realized they were onto a very good thing, because it meant giving a bit of power and a feeling of superiority to men and people who are downtrodden and oppressed like the ordinary men, unfortunately like to have somebody a bit lower to oppress. So the poor oppressed men oppressed women even more and got the allegiance of the ruling class, which is a terrible shame.
Stop the execution of Sakina. It's a barbaric practice, and such things should not be happening. She's done nothing wrong, and she should be released.
Supporter of Amnesty International, and I'm here today to help save this innocent woman, Sakina Ashtiani, who is innocent, has committed no crime, and she deserves to be free. And she is just the face of a huge campaign to save and free innocent women and men and children who are subjected to this terrible, terrible kind of execution. So we're here today to really put our message across and really gather support, and it's been a wonderful day so far.
So we're here as part of an international campaign to abolish stoning as a form of execution in Iran, and essentially there are 111 cities around the world who are staging protests today against this barbaric use of stoning as execution, and we're hoping to get as many signatures as we can to put pressure on the international community to stop Iran from using this method of execution.
I believe in human rights, I believe in justice, and as a woman, the idea that a woman could be stoned for a misdemeanor, for adultery, for any crime, whether it's serious or not serious, to me it seems entirely wrong. And I'm here to protest against injustice and the abuse of human rights, and to hope that there will be a change in the regime that allows stoning to take place.
Okay, how about Sakina? What do you feel about the Sakina? She's waiting for stoning or execution in Iran now.
Sure, I have been signing every petition that I could. I am a mother myself, and as a mother I sympathise and empathise with her so deeply for what she must be going through, for the fear and the suffering and the torture and the separation from her family. So at a human level, I feel an empathy towards her, and then from the aspect of human rights, her position is clearly intolerable and it should not be allowed.
We're here because we are against the death penalty all over the world, because it's wrong.
Okay, what do you feel about the Sakina? Now she's waiting in a prison for execution or stoning. How you feel about it?
Because it's inhuman, and human beings shouldn't do that to another human being.
I'm here today because I want to support fully the One Law for All campaign. I believe that all religious legislation, whether it's Sharia, Judaistic, Christian, should be removed from the country. We need secular rule, and that is why I'm here today. And I'm here also to give my support to the campaign to save the Iranian woman whom I regret to say at the moment, whose name I've forgotten.